is coming in from Anoma. So Anoma airdrop is currently live only for the registration. So you can able to register if you are eligible. Okay, especially for season 1. 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 stickers, Discord roles if you have been farming on the roles, and of course testnet. If you are doing testnet for Anoma, then most likely you might want to go check your eligibility on your address. Okay, your EVM wallet, 𝗧𝗀 sticker, and Anoma shrimpers. I think this is more towards the NFT. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the first one coming in from Anoma. A lot of airdrops are coming in. So next, we're going to see it coming from Lombard Finance. So TGE most likely will be happening back 2 days ago. Okay, so 2 days ago, Lombard have already launched. Okay, and it's already launched on the Finance Alpha. From second, yeah, Finance Alpha. So yeah, you might want to go and check your allocation. Okay, for Lombard if you think that you have done for this project. And then moving on next. Okay, coming in from OG Labs. So OG Labs, I believe this has started since last year, early last year, or probably the mid of 2024. Okay, so I've also met the team back on last year as well, September, token 2049 in Singapore. So yeah, I think all in all right now, they have already dropped the checker. Okay, so if you are eligible, okay, the only concern is how much is the allocation that you're going to receive. Okay, so I myself is eligible, but again, not sure how much is the token allocation for each user, because the only thing right now, the first phase is for Discord roles, 𝗧𝗀𝗀𝘀. Okay, and then if you are holding this NFT called 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀𝘀, okay, and another thing is if you are participating in the Interact and 𝗀𝘀 tasks, so most likely you should qualify for this airdrop. Okay, so you need to do your KYC. Okay, so ending most likely will be tomorrow. Okay, before tomorrow, means most likely will be today that you need to do. Don't wait until tomorrow, right? So again, if you are not qualified, maybe you might want to submit the form. Okay, app.inform.cc to appeal your eligibility, right? So yeah, I think you want to start filling out the form before it's too late, right? So you got about exactly 24 hours on September 20th. Okay, 12 UTC. I think this is 12 p.m. UTC. Okay, all right. So you want to check, connect your wallet, Discord, and Twitter to confirm on your token eligibility if you think that you should qualify for this drop. Okay, so pre-market, very good launch on the pre-market. It's about $2.6, $2.6 to 3. Okay, so roughly launched somewhere around about 2 to 3 billion fully diluted valuation FDB. So should be very good, a very good start if you can able to launch at that kind of price on the pre-market. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this is the OG Labs. I'm looking forward for this coming 22nd, which is on Monday. Okay, to see the allocation and of course going live as well for OG Labs. Then moving on next, coming in from Mantra. So Mantra DAO. Okay, so now you can able to start claiming your linear drop. Okay, so currently right now they have already launched their linear drop, which is on the 18th. Okay, and this will run about 18 months. So 1 month, roughly about 5%, that you'll be getting your linear investing allocation, which is the remaining of 90%, which will be divided into 18 months. So 1 month is about 5% receiving, right? So yeah, you want to claim at least once within the 6 months. Okay, so this is the second tranche right now. So vesting starts currently now, ends on 18th of March, which is 6 months. And then the final one, which is I think after 18 March 2026 all the way to 2027, which is lasting for another 12 months, 1 year. Okay, so I got second and third tranche. So within the second tranche, you need to claim your drop. If you don't claim, I think maybe, I don't know whether they will disqualify you for the third tranche or not. Okay, so yeah, you can see eligible users have 6 months to claim at least once. You can see it at least once. So you'll see your Mantra allocation, but the claimable amount will be a lot smaller, right? So tokens will accrue steadily until the vesting option. Yeah. So yeah, this is the thing. I think a lot of people been having some confusion there. Why is it so little? But you didn't realize it's a vesting drop or a linear vesting drop, right? So yeah. Then moving on next, okay, coming in from AI. So token and the tokenomics and airdrop have already announced. So ticker will be PLAI. Token supply will be about 1 billion. Okay. All right. And then here we have 5% of total supply is set aside for the community sale. So 5% only. Not much. Okay, not much really. If you look at other projects, right? Peanuts, as I said, at least a benchmark of 10%. Okay, for a decent drop, a minimum of 10%. 5% is way too low, okay, for this kind of project. So probably this project, maybe the funding is pretty much low. The funding may be less than 10 mil, probably lower than that, to even only provide 5%. Okay, so yeah, that is AI. Moving on next, we're coming in from Jupiter. So if you are still continue to stake your Jupiter tokens on the Jupiter ecosystem, here's the good news here. You can, I think most likely you will qualify for the Material airdrop. Okay, so officially confirmed by Jupiter Exchange. All Jupiter stakers will receive the upcoming Material airdrop. Okay, so some little tips here. Airdrop is going to be pretty juicy, bigger than the usual ones. And then allocation will depend on how many Jupiter tokens the user is taking, right? So the bigger the better, right? That's the thing. Okay, so yeah. And then next, coming in from Aster DEX. So Aster, I think this week is been one of the wildest ride for many. Even CZ also have tweeted on this chain, on this DEX. I think this is heavily on Binance Smart Chain, not mistaken. I think this is another competitor against Hyperliquid. Okay, so yeah, you can see the movement is quite huge. Mind share is quite strong. Okay, so if you've been farming these stacks, I think a lot of people will be eating quite well. Okay, for this. Because this is right now, it's really competing with Hyperliquid, Aster DEX. Okay, so you can claim directly inside your Aster wallet. Okay, once claimed, you can able to trade on Aster Spot, which is very, very good. I think a lot of people have been making money on this. Okay, on Aster. Okay, so I think even CZ also doing a revenge tweet against Hyperliquid. I think, as you can see, that CZ wants to bring Hyperliquid down as they're taking a lot of the market share, market volume away from Binance alone. So I think this could also give a huge run up money against Hyperliquid. Okay, so Aster DEX, I think this could be another leading decentralized DEX. Most likely will competing market share against Hyperliquid. Right, so Aster DEX is the one to watch out for. I think for the next cycle as well, you're going to see how well is Aster going to perform by end of this year. Then moving on next, coming in from MetaMask. So MetaMask, as you know, is a Web3 wallet, and it's also heavily funded by Consensus, a company that built MetaMask. Okay, said their interview what's happening right now. So for those of you who are holding Linear token, okay, if you are still holding them, that's a good news. Most likely you will qualify for this airdrop. Most likely you will qualify for this drop. So yeah, I think source is here. So you might want to check your allocation for this. Okay, so yeah, and then last but not least, you're going to see here coming in for base. So base, as you know, that they are going to most likely airdrop. So you can see here they are going to explore the token. Okay, exploration of token. So you might want to check, okay, on your on-chain statistics, whether or not are you active on the chain, or should you be pushing more transactions? Okay, so if enter manually, I can go to log. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this is just getting started. Everything is launching their token. Most of the companies are launching. So this could be also another season, remember. Probably not only just altcoin season, but this is Q4 where everything will be bullish. And that's where companies will tend to be more positive in terms of doing ICOs, IDO, and launching their token. Okay, so that's where retail mania will start to come in as well. Okay,